Hello, everybody. Konnichiwa, minaboku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. And welcome back to another episode of. Uh, I'm so used to doing that with my radio shows. Welcome back to another episode of the Vision of Eurovision. It's my radio show. But anyways, we're going to talk about Eurovision, just not specifically in the radio show format today. And obviously, well, at the time of my recording of this video, the semifinal number one is taking place in less than 24 hours. It's 10:55 p.m. Pacific time in Canada right now as I'm starting this video. So I believe it airs live on YouTube on the official Eurovision Song Contest channel, and we can pick it up for free Tuesday at 12 p.m. noon. At least that's what it was the last 2 years. But it's a different time zone because it's in Liverpool compared to Italy from last year and compared to Netherlands from before. So I don't know how that works. It might be earlier, it might be later. I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be airing on Tuesday, Canadian time, and also on Thursday for semifinal 2 and Saturday for the grand final. Basically, what I'm wanting to do here is kind of make an idea, or well, a guess, I suppose, of what I think is going to qualify versus what's not after seeing the rehearsal pictures and some of the video footage from it and so on. Now, I have made no secret, but Sweden is my number one favorite to win. I still hope, I still fully believe that. Loreen is amazing. Her song is amazing. It's the most standout song to me personally this year still. I know that it's pretty much going to be between Sweden and Finland by the sounds of it, and both of them happen to be in this first semifinal. So there's two right off the bat that I'm 100% sure are going to qualify to go on to the grand final. But I do hope that Loreen wins this year. So with that out of the way, let's look at some of the other songs. I should probably do an updated slideshow. I did one a couple weeks ago, maybe last month actually, talking about my personal favorite songs. I will say that Karia's song Cha 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 has moved up a lot from where it was. It's still not my favorite though. It is catchy. I mean, and I can see why people are so fond of it. And he's amazing. He's so funny and very charming with people, and he's just having a great time. So he deserves it. If Finland wins, absolutely. If Sweden wins, absolutely. If a dark horse country comes in and wins it, then great. That's awesome. But we'll see how things go. So this is what they call the most stacked semifinal. It happens, I think last year it was the same, wasn't it? Semifinal 1 was pretty stacked. I'm not 100% sure, but this is the running order, as you could see on the screen, with Norway opening the show. A great song to do so. Alessandra is amazing. Her song Queen of Kings is great. It has kind of been all over the place in the odds, but she's still very much a strong contender and absolutely will make it into the grand final. I have no doubts about that. And then, of course, we have Malta with Dance, Our Own Party by the Busker. Now, these guys are amazing, too. Their song is growing on me a little bit more. They've got a very infectious kind of personality traits to them. They're fun. They're young, of course. They've got all this vibrant energy about them, and their song is kind of silly, but at the same time, just plain old fun. So it's always kind of on that teetering of will it or will it not make it in. Well, we'll see. Serbia, Samo mi si spava by Luke Black. I know a lot of people love this song. There's a lot of manga, anime elements, gaming elements to it. When Luke gets drunk at the parties and stuff, and he does, he kind of lets loose and stuff. He plays with the song and stuff. He's very avant-garde, much like Constructa was last year with Serbia. Excuse me one sec. Excuse me. I knew that was coming. So I think that he's got a really, really good chance as well. Latvia. Oh, this song. I think it means Lullaby by Sudden Lights. I like it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I like this song. One of the stronger entries, I think, from the bands. But again, it's not everybody's cup of tea. And in such a strong semifinal, we'll have to see. Portugal, I Coração, I love this. Mimi Cat's amazing. Her song stands out. It's got a very different feel to it, a different appeal to it. And it's... I wish that they would bring the couch back from like the national final. It's kind of, I don't know, it's losing something for me, but it all depends on the performance. She's very, very charismatic, and I think that she has a good chance to carry it. Then we have Ireland with We Are One by Wild Youth. I've said before, this is one of my favorite group songs. I know a lot of people criticize me for it. But I like it. I can't help it if I do. It kind of harkens back to a lot of stuff, makes me feel nostalgic, and I live a lot of my life in nostalgia. Now, whether that's a healthy thing or not, I don't care. I love remembering things, and very fondly. And the fact that it's an anthemic song, very positive sounding. Tonight we are one. It's a positive message that really the world needs right now. When you look at how divisive things are with the war with Russia and Ukraine, what's going on in China, you've got North Korea, which is kind of out there. You've got the stuff going on in the United States, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So this song touches a chord with me. Unfortunately, a lot of the rest of the people that seem to be in the odds and stuff don't believe so. So I'm going to say this now. I hate it because I hate to say this, but I don't think Ireland's going to make it past semifinal one again. Croatia, Mama Shch. Now, this song is ridiculous, and I love ridiculous. I love it. It's an amazing tongue-in-cheek, not even tongue-in-cheek, like it's out there, but they managed to get away with it. Talking about Vladimir Putin, and it's a very, very good parody song. And I know a lot of people say it hovers on qualifying / not qualifying. I think it stands out enough that it is going to qualify at least to get to the grand final. You need something like that. I mean, it's silly, and you need that break. And I think they have a good chance. Switzerland, Water Guns by Remo Forer. So this gentleman has a very interesting voice, definitely up and coming. He's got a dance thing to it now, whereas before in the music video it was kind of just him and a bunch of stuff hanging down and whatnot. It kind of changes the tone of the song a little bit. I don't know. This is another one of those dark horses. He's got an amazing voice. It's all going to come down to what the public thinks, I guess. There's no real jury to help him out here. If he does make it into the grand final, I do think those jury votes are going to help elevate it up there. Don't think it's going to be a top 10 song if it does make it into the grand final, but it'll place maybe in the top 20. Israel, Unicorn by Noah Kirel. I mean, this is definitely going to qualify. This song is... her dance break is amazing. The music, the song, the story, everything about it is just really great. I think she's got different elements in the stage too. And I've always said to any performer, you want to use your stage as much as possible. Don't just stand in one spot. It's boring. To me, Barbara Pravi's performance in 2021, I'm sorry, very boring. Didn't care for it. She had a good voice, and you could have a fantastic voice, but move around, do stuff, have dancers, do something. Something. At least with Lazara, we've seen that she was kind of emulating it, but there's a new visual element to it. So that's, I don't know, we'll see. That's another dark horse there. Moldova, Soarele și Luna by Pasha. It's hard to read that. Parteni. I like this song. It's not as catchy as last year's Moldovan entry or the previous year's Moldovan entry. Give me some sugar. Dun, dun, dun. I love that song. But it's also a different, unique one, and uniqueness is very much appreciated. And I do think that this year has a lot of really unique songs, and I love that about it. And I want the song to do so well. But again, it's in such a stacked semifinal. But they have new visuals. They have a new costume with Pan, and they've elevated it as best they can, I guess, on the stage. It's got a good chance. Got a good chance. Sweden, Tattoo, 100% going to go through. Loreen is going to win for Sweden for the 7th time, tie it with Ireland, and make Ireland have to really step up their game if they're going to keep their title, along with, well, I guess it will be along with Sweden if Sweden wins, as the countries who have won the most so far. So I love Lorraine. I still think that it is a travesty that Statements did not win the national final in 2017 and given Lorraine the chance to try again. Who knows if things had changed and she won that and then tried again this year, maybe she could have been the first 3-time winner. That'd be awesome. But yes, Sweden absolutely gonna fly into the grand final, no doubt. Azerbaijan, tell me more. I don't care for this song. The guys, there's something about them, like they just seem very uncomfortable. Everything I've seen, videos, pictures and stuff, I don't want to be mean. I'm not trying to. I just think that they seem uncomfortable in the limelight. It's just the vibe that I'm feeling from it. This song is kind of blah. So this is one that I'm pretty much, I think I'm just going to come out and say it. This is one of the times I don't see Azerbaijan making it into the grand final at all. And I think this is going to be on the lower end of all of the songs this year, unfortunately. But hey, they're going to get a chance to perform, and that's awesome. I think anybody that's going up there and representing their country deserves absolute kudos, because it is hard, especially when you have your whole, like you have everybody watching you, basically even more people this year with it opening up to more worldwide status. So, but yes, Azerbaijan, I don't think is going to make it in. Czechia, my sister's crown. Czechia, sorry, my sister's crown. I love this song by Vesna. I was so worried when I was seeing all of the the other shows that they were doing, and it was kind of I had really hoped they were going to bring elements from the music video into it. They did not, but what they do have looks very, very promising. They sound great, so I'm glad that they were saving that for the semifinal and the grand final. And so I really think they have a good chance of making it in, and I really hope they do, because I love this song and it's got such a great message, and it's just amazing, and it's stuck in my head, and it's still one of my top 5. Netherlands, Burning Daylight, Mia and Dion. Now, this song has been getting a lot of ridicule from, people in the Netherlands even don't really care for it. After seeing rehearsal footage and so on, it still sounds like it sounds like they're a lot better, but it still doesn't sound quite like they're there. So I don't think it's going to qualify. I really don't think it's going to make it past the semifinal. Finland, Cha 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 by Karia. Of course, he's got it. Charismatic, very big performance. They've elevated it probably the most out of all of these here. And that shadow effect they have in the background is amazing. He's definitely going to be sailing right in to the grand final along with Loreen. Those two are 100%. I have absolutely no doubt that they will be making it into the grand final. So we've got Sweden and Finland. Oh, there we go. As 2 there. So 8 other ones. Norway, I think, is 100%. Serbia is going to make it in there. Croatia, Israel, Czechia. So 3 more if I was to guess of the remaining 3. Switzerland, Moldova, and now it's down to Latvia or Portugal. For me, it's Portugal. If it were down to me. I like both songs, but I know Latvia has a giant fan base that is very passionate. So I think it's going to be Latvia as the 10th one. So those are my guesses there. So unfortunately, I hate to think that, because I really want Portugal in there. But yeah, Ireland, Moldova, or did I say Moldova? Ireland, Azerbaijan, Netherlands, definitely unlikely to be qualifying there. So the others have strong chances, but those 3 are probably going to be. And Malta, it's a fun song, but given the strength of the rest of it, I don't know. Really, it's going to come down between Malta and Latvia for I think between those two who will be making it into the grand final. I'd kind of be shocked if neither one of them did. I think it's going to be at least one of them. It's so hard to choose. It really is. But absolutely Norway, absolutely Sweden, absolutely Finland. Those and absolutely Israel. Those four are 100%. I have no doubt. The rest, again, all over the place. Oh, and Serbia. Serbia is probably 100% too. There's five. There's five that are 100%. Just, I'm pretty sure. Now, if you go to the Eurovision World website, where I got some of these statistics and stuff from, actually, and let me just pull this over here. How am I going to do this? Oh, let me bring this up here. There we go. Okay. If we go over here, here is what the poll shows so far of who should win Eurovision. I thought this was quite interesting. Sweden is, of course, number one still, 19%. Finland not far behind with 16%. This is quite different from how it's kind of showing right now on the official polls in general with some bookies and things, but you never know. I mean, obviously, when it comes time for the actual juries and stuff in the grand final, it's kind of... It could go anyway. I think the jury's going to really, really favor Loreen over Karia if it comes down to the two of them. But it really depends. And then, of course, it'll mean how many votes Karia gets versus Loreen in the televote as well, too. So Sweden at first place, Finland a close second, Israel third, Norway fourth, and Germany fifth in terms of what the poll shows on here on this specific website. Those would be the top five, followed by Armenia, Spain, France, Portugal, and Austria, with then Serbia, Ukraine, Czechia, United Kingdom, and Italy. And there's actually more and stuff too, but that's kind of, this is all one screenshot that I took to kind of just show the semifinal. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here, and I'd like to hear from you guys. Who do you think is going to make it in? Obviously, we'll get to see the show tomorrow. I'm going to be working, so I'll check it out kind of, as I'm off and on, but I'm looking forward to watching the show after work tomorrow and seeing how it goes down, and we'll see if I'm right or wrong or how it goes, but I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let me know down below, and I will see you all this week coming up again as we talk more about Eurovision, because it's Eurovision week. I'm so super stoked for it, and I hope you are too. So see you soon.